Hopefully everybody can hear me and see the screen. It looks like it. Thank you for coming. The weekly huddle today, I think, is what, the 30th? 30th of July. Summer's flying by. So this week we're gonna take a tour through all the great tools and things that EXP offers, including some of the platforms, including Enterprise, EXP World, and Workplace for the most part, and just to kind of take a tour through there. Some of you are new to the company or newer. Some of you have been here a long time, but you don't know really what's available to you. So a lot of people ask a lot of questions where to find things. So I thought this would be very helpful. And because we are recording it, maybe we can use it as a resource in its own going forward. So before we start that, I'm going to switch right here to the Clearwater benefits. Last week we spoke about Margot Wickersham, who is the EXP Realty Clearwater representative for EXP Healthcare, and she's going to come on next week. We were trying to get her on possibly this week, but with her schedule, she is able to come on next week. So Kathy and I are going to kind of interview her and ask her some questions. I think this is something that you guys should definitely check out and tell other people within your organization to log on and watch her, because it's much more than healthcare. Of course, the healthcare part of it is great, and the benefits are great from what I hear. And but there's a lot of other benefits to the benefit. And what I mean by that is there's agents out there that are at other companies, and this could greatly benefit them and save them a lot of money, and possibly even offset their cap and make them have, finalize their decision to possibly move to EXP. So make sure you do not miss next week with Margot with EXP Healthcare by Clearwater.
And they're going to have marketing things for us, all kinds of powerful.
Yep. Some great things. So I'm going to switch to EXP World. And so I'm logged in and I'm looking out. I'm on top of the lighthouse. I thought that'd be a cool view to start with. But what I'm going to do is just kind of go through some of the great, excuse me, resources that are available to us in EXP World. So I'm going to go up here so once you log in, you'll be in the welcome area. You could either walk to different places. Down here in the right, you see the actual map of where you are in EXP World, for those of you who do not know. But the main thing you want to do is just teleport to different places. So up here in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see Go To. And when you have Go To, you've got all your different places that you can go to. And there's a scroll on the side there as well. So one of the places that I'm going to start out with is the main auditorium, since we're here. And there's auditoriums, classrooms, and smaller meeting rooms throughout the entire campus. But the main auditorium is where a lot of the leadership meetings and things like that happen. So when Glenn Sanford, the founder, talks, or Jason Gessing, the CEO, or the actual weekly leadership meeting, which I think happens 11 o'clock on Fridays, this is where it would be. And it teleports you in here. It sits you down. You can raise your hand. If it's a smaller setting, raise your hand. You can ask a question. But some people want to know, like, well, I can't see the screen. Well, there's several ways you can see the screen. So if you look up here, you'll see a little toggle on the top right hand of the screen, and you can zoom in to whatever screen you want. See it up here on the upper right? That's a magnifying glass. Another way, excuse me, is right at the top. See screen views. You can look at the left screen, the main screen, the right screen, the main stage. So if you wanted to see someone talking on the podium and see all three screens, you just hit that main stage. And then if you wanted to go and zoom right on the podium, obviously you can do that as well. So you got all these great things up here. And that's how you utilize one of the auditorium controls. So, and that goes for anything, whether you're in a classroom or a small auditorium, a meeting room, you've got those toggle controls. So some of the other really important places that you should know about, let's go. So you got accounting here. I'm not going to go to accounting, but accounting is there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And some of the things that accounting will do is you walk in and you'll see a ticket dispenser on your left. I'm just going to go there. So when we get here, you'll see a ticket dispenser right here on the left, account support. So if you take that ticket, they'll teleport you to someone that's going to help you. And in accounting, some of the things that they do is they can update your payment methods, that you can pay an invoice there. They'll answer any questions about your stock, your revenue share. If you had to make a payment, anything like direct deposit, W-9s, 1099s, this is where you go. You go to accounting. So that's a very important place to know. And you just go to that drop down, hit support. The self-help room is more of just a board of things that they're little graphics that they're frequently asked questions and things like that. So every room has that as well.
You know, it's cool when you go into those, the rooms that have the different boards up on there. There's actually links on those boards that'll teleport you into seeing things on your screen. Which are really, really cool.
Correct. So, I mean, it's just knowledge, and you guys might know this stuff, but the more you see it, and you can help other people, you know, so kind of like lift people over the wall, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So onboarding and support, it's going to look very similar to this. You can, there's single agent questions. So agent support on the left. If you are on a team and you had some team questions, you can go and take a ticket there. Sometimes during the prime hours, there is someone here at the front desk, and you could actually walk up and ask them, hey, I don't know what I don't know. What do I do? Which side do I go to? Who do I talk to? But agent onboarding, obviously they'll tell you where someone is in the process. So if someone's onboarding into EXP and you're like, hey, I haven't heard anything, or they missed an email, you just come in here and say, hey, I have an agent onboarding. Her name is Susie Smith, and she's stuck. They'll look up Susie Smith. They'll say, oh, great, I found her right here. All you have to do is she got an email on Tuesday. She needs to answer that email, and we'll move forward. And you could say, can you resend that email right now? And they'll do that. And then you go back to Susie and say, you should have just gotten an email. Open that, follow that process, and we'll move forward.
One little thing right here. See how this gal Josie just popped up next to, and that guy too. So if you want to talk to these people, you just turn off your mic and they can hear you right there. I like that because you can interact with different people as well.
Yep. One other thing about all of these areas. So anytime you're inside one of these circles, see all these people talking, we obviously can't hear them. So these are private conversations. So anytime you're in one of those circles, people can't hear what you're saying. So it's kind of a privacy circle. And then this is not only onboarding, but it's agent support. And agent support is kind of a catch-all. So if you don't know where to go or what to do, and you need some information and help as an agent, you'll come in here and they'll either help you, or they'll say, oh, you need to go here, and they'll help you. So this is kind of the catch-all for agents and agent support. And I've come in here many times, and they're awesome. They're a great help.
Me too. I love it. And I love how fast it is. Take my ticket. I get my mic already over there, the red button on the left. And they usually want you to like type in something, because sometimes if it's a name that you're asking about, they want to see the exact spelling. And it's fast and easy, and I can be done and moving on.
Yep. Big help.
Big.
So this is the next thing, and this is very important. So a lot of people who come to the company or are thinking about coming to the company, they're concerned about is there a broker? How do I contact a broker? This is one of many ways. We have people on this call and in the impact group from all over the world and all all over the United States, but I know North Carolina has a lot of agents. So I believe we have 7 brokers.
Yeah, they just added one.
Yeah, we have 7 brokers. So if you go to, it's going to kind of go through here, and you go to broker staterooms, you click on that, it brings you to here, and you can just pick your state. And when you get teleported to your state, now I'm in North Carolina, on the right is compliance. So if you need to talk to someone in compliance, you can get teleported right to the back room. It's right back here on the right. And those are compliance people that can answer compliance questions. If you want to talk to a broker, you can go right here and they'll get pinged and you'll get teleported right to them. So this is one of many ways you can talk to your broker. Another way, of course, is workplace chat. That's one of the preferences. So if you're on the run and you're not at your computer, it's definitely the best way is through workplace chat.
And remember, workplace chat is an app on your phone that you can connect with them. It's great.
Great point, Kathy. If you don't have workplace chat and workplace on your phone, you need to get it 100%, especially workplace chat, because that you can access and connect to anybody in the company through that. So that's your broker staterooms. Remember here, you've got commercial. EXP University is another very, very important one. You see all these different things. When you click on university, you've got all these different classrooms and halls and theaters. So if we go to, I'm going to bring you to a classroom because it's a different layout, which is pretty cool. So if there's a class in EXP World and it says go to EXP University Classroom, we click on that, we get teleported to a classroom. Now check this out. This is pretty neat. I was messing with this earlier. You can go and click on this and sit down in this seat. And if someone's talking up here and teaching a class, they'll say, okay, pull up on your computer and you can type right down here in the bottom. You can put in, you can put in whatever. So it's a live browser right on your screen here. So you can click right on your screen as if you're on your laptop, which is pretty awesome. So it's like having a laptop in a classroom while the person is speaking. And then, you know, that's room configuration. So if you're actually teaching a class and you wanted more of a circle discussion, see how it reconfigures the room to a circle. So if you're a teacher, you can do that, but pretty cool. So that is EXP University. That's an important place to look and know about, because a lot of the different things available to us are taught in there. So there's a KV Core auditorium. If you're a mentor, this is where the mentor auditorium is. Icon, the Icon conversations and things like that, and Icon masterminds for the Icon agents are held in here. Fast Start is a big one. So everybody who's new to the company should take Fast Start, even if they're experienced. There's 14 classes, I believe. And it starts out just by teaching you some of the things that I'm talking about today, which is what are your resources and where are they and how to get to them. That's what Fast Start starts with. And then it starts to get into the actual tools, and then it actually gets into building your real estate business. So if you're a little bit more experienced, you may not finish all of them because you might have experience in your actual business and building your business and business planning. And that's what the later classes are. But I'm always someone for knowledge, you know, so I'll go watch stuff that I have a lot of knowledge in, but it's a different spin on it, because you can always learn great things. And you could also, as I've said earlier, pass on that information and knowledge to other people. And that's the beauty of this company, is whatever you learn, you can always pass on to other people.
There's just so much in here, we just have no fathom. And we're busy right now, so I get that. But it's like, the education part is so important to know the tool that you've got, because the tools in here are so massive. Just kind of pick a few and make it a priority to kind of learn about something within it.
Yep. It's an abundance of tools and
Abundance.
resources. So another one is global. A lot of people have connections in other countries. They're asking on a weekly basis, like, hey, how do I learn more about global, and maybe introducing someone to the company that I know in another country. Global Auditorium is where the global meetings with Michael Valdez happen. So that's a great place to know as well. Let me look on my list here, some other important places to know. So tech support is a huge one. So tech support, I was in here earlier, and tech support is, I believe, 24/7 now.
Is it?
It's 24/7 because of global. Because we are global, this tech post, there's always someone in here. So if you pick a ticket and you go to tech support, they will help you with any of the platforms. So if workplace, enterprise, if your logins are not working, for things like express offers, there's Mind Flash. Anybody who took express offers, it's basically a platform that teaches you and certifies you. It's called Mind Flash. They can help you access any of those things. And if you have issues with your computer, they could remote into your computer and help you. So for instance, if you need your EXP email forwarded to your personal email, and you don't know how to do that, you just go to them and they'll take over your computer and set it up for you if you want. They do some KB Core things, so if something in KB Core is not showing up, like your listings or your preferred listings are not showing up in your KB Core platform, they could help you with things like that. They can also help you with some things in SkySlope, but they told me transaction processing is where you're going to go for the actual root of SkySlope. So if you have internal SkySlope issues, you're going to probably start at tech support, and they might send you to transaction processing.
I had a problem where they couldn't hear me. My mic did not come into it in the world, and so I went in there and I was able to type my problem because they just couldn't hear me. So I typed my problem. They go, no problem, and they gave me the link and they set it up to come in, and boom, they fixed the setting on my computer that was stopping it. That I don't know how it got changed, but somehow it got changed, and just it was awesome.
Yeah, they'll help you with obviously anything with EXP World as well. Another cool thing is you have all the names. So your name is obviously first up here. You have all these settings for your own avatar. So if you wanted to shake hands, clap, all that stuff in there, you can bow, laugh, but you can set a way that just says you're kind of away from your desk so people don't start talking to you. And then you can view your avatar. So there I am in my hat.
A hat in the summer.
I'm trying to be different. Whoops. Oh, we don't need that. So if you want to change your clothes, you can do that, but I'm good. Sorry about that. So those are the important things to be aware of inside of EXP World. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over here, and I'm going to X out of this so we have more bandwidth, and we're going to start here. I wish that would be down here. Okay, so everybody knows EXP Enterprise. That will pop up in just a second. There you are, EXP Enterprise. Some of the quick things you should know. You have My Business right here. So you've got your dashboard that shows all your production, your cap, any fees that you've paid. It shows all of that. And then you have your revenue share dashboard that shows how many people in your revenue share group, how many.
That's really been outdated though. I don't think that's accurate information anymore. They stopped that piece of it.
The revenue share?
Yeah, it's more than my
well, what you can do So what Kathy's saying is if you click here, it's going to go to the old page. So this is old and it's frozen, it's outdated. So this is months old. But if you go up here in the upper right, if you go up there in the upper right, you'll see My EXP. If you click that, it brings you right to the dashboard.
I did not know that.
Or you can put my.exp realty or something like that.
Yeah, my.exp realty.
Okay, something like that. But that's how I get to it. I go up in the upper left, I go to my dashboard, I hit my business, I go down to revenue share, and then it comes to the old one and I click My EXP.
One big thing, see where it says there's agent profile, my expert profile. When you go on the left there, go to my expert profile. Because what I was finding is I was trying to find somebody and they had not really filled out their profile completely. Like yours is all filled out. You've got, keep going, keep scrolling. You got your Facebook, you got your LinkedIn, you got the picture. Keep scrolling. Are you?
Yeah, it's a little delayed. We're watching it. I'm on my laptop and Kathy's watching it on the big screen.
So here's what's important. You want to make sure that you've got your cities in here and you're given, there's a total of 8. I could have sworn it was 10, but
we probably don't have them all in there.
Okay, and so you put your different towns in. Like for me, Charlotte, I don't want the whole city. So for me, I put there's multiple zip codes within Charlotte that are the northern part that I wanted. There were 2 zip codes for Mooresville. So on one line, you're allowed to have up to 3 zip codes. So you make sure you get all of that in there because that will, your profile is not just your profile for you. It's when agents are looking for other agents. And if you're not up to date with what you cover and even your bio, completing your bio is critical. And because it's just not just for other agents, but it's on the website. It's the EXP website.
Yeah.
So if people are looking, I just got a lead that came through KV Core based on my profile of how I'd filled it out. That surprised the daylights out of me. But
you should definitely have your profile fully filled out here. You should have your profile filled out on all your social medias, your LinkedIn. If you need help with that, then just ask. And I'm sure there's classes in EXP world for just about everything you can imagine. There's also groups in Workplace, which I'm going to go over in a minute, but profiles are very, very important. Moving down from your My Business, optional services is where you opt into your KV Core. So when you sign up or an agent in your organization gets signed up with you or under you, you have them go to optional services, click the sign up button, and that starts their process for onboarding to KV Core. There's also Verbella here. So we have a team suite. That's why that is there as well. So I'm going to go back to home and go quickly through some of these tiles. So investor relations, you've got all these. So if you wanted to learn about the stock, that's where you go. Press releases. This is a good place to go if you want stuff to post on LinkedIn or other social media. But this is more business related. It's EXP World Holding announcements and press releases. So you can click on these and get the actual link at the top and then post that on your LinkedIn and put a post together. So this is a great resource for social media, especially LinkedIn.
Especially LinkedIn, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Preferred partners. This is another one that I was just browsing around before we went on, and this is really cool. They revamped this whole thing. So if you wanted to learn about any of these, so say we're going to learn about express offers. We click on that, view partner. It brings us to the express offers, what express offers is. But if you scroll down, it shows where there is, sessions in EXP world as far as breakout sessions and classes about express offers. These are the days and the times that they're available. You can go to a website. You can go to their workplace group. And right here, if you click on become a certified agent, what happens is it brings you to the MindFlash page where you actually go through the workflow and get certified for something like express offers. So I thought that was really cool to learn where this stuff is. We were in preferred partners. So hit preferred partners tile, pick your preferred partner, and then click on the solution for it. Great thing to browse around in. These are all just your technology platforms, your SkySlope, your KV Core. Once they're set up, it's a fast way to get to them. Make It Rain is a lead gen platform. If you wanted to pay for some leads, EXP has a service that you can just plug into, pay a certain amount of money, and it flows leads into your KV Core platform through some marketing and ad spend that they do. Other things, obviously, give a guest pass to EXP World, download EXP World. So if someone is starting out, they get their passport username and password. This is where they're going to come in and click on that tile that will allow them to download EXP World onto their laptop. If you, excuse me, have been doing some transactions and you're starting to get stock awards or you got equity awards, you want to click on the ShareWorks tile, and that brings you right into all of your stock that you have accumulated over time. The first time you do it, it's going to ask for your social security number or possibly an EIN number if you are a registered business. But once it's set up, you can just click on that tile and you see all the stock that you have, and it's broken down into different categories, whether it be a stock award, has it been vested, or if it's an equity award. But it's really fun to kind of watch all that stuff as well. These are different guides, question guides. I'm not a huge fan of these because you can go right into EXP World and get this knowledge with someone talking to you. But if you needed to ask a question and just type it in, it's a quick knowledge base answer. As far as the calendar, this is an important one. If you don't want to come into your enterprise dashboard to access the EXP calendar, you can just go to expcloud.com, which you see up here in the left. So you just go to expcloud.com and then you scroll up and you'll see the active calendar for every day that you can choose what day and what's going on. So you'll see all the sessions for today, Friday, July 30th. So let's say we wanted to go to KV Core, Q&A. Keep in mind, these are Pacific time zone. So this would be
3 hours ago.
3 hours ago.
9.
No. I'm confusing myself, but anyhow. It's 11 a.m. Pacific.
Oh.
So it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you where it is. EXP University. It's in the auditorium. If you wanted to map it, you could do that. If you want to scroll up and have it copy right to your Google Calendar, you can do that as well. Wow. So this is a great thing to know. expcloud.com. That's a great way to access the calendar if you're not going through enterprise. I always use this when I'm showing agents at other companies. I say, hey, check out all the things that are in our calendar. You said your company has a lot of education. This is what's going on today. Here's 20 different things. On the right-hand side, you'll see all the states. So your state meetings, this is where they are on the right-hand side. So expcloud.com, great thing to know where that is if you don't want to go into your enterprise to access the calendar. If you want to become a mentor, here's another great place to access that information. And you've got some marketing. The marketing center is another very important one right here in the middle, but I have it pulled up for us. Whoops, here. You can go to expmarketingcenter.com if you don't want to go through enterprise, and it will just make you sign in with your username and password, your passport username and password from EXP.
Which, by the way, it's the same username and password all throughout EXP.
Correct. That's why they call it a passport. It's a passport to everything. Great point. So in the marketing center, you could either search for what you're looking up here, or you can click on the different things that you want, whether it's postcards, social media, listing flyers, brochures. The curated collection is is pretty cool. It's kind of a lot of the same stuff. It's a little more organized. It may not let me do it, maybe. All right, here it is. We got like 15 things running here on our Wi-Fi, so it's a little bit slow. Sorry for that. But there's agent attraction materials, open house materials, consumer facing content. So these are some great things. Like, so for consumer facing, if you wanted to show someone the process of what you go through when they purchase a home, those are some of the things that are available. So it's like a home buying roadmap. They have them in Spanish even.
And it's branded to you.
Correct. It's branded to you. So all your information is right there on the bottom or in the upper corner. These are great handouts because people want things in their hand. They want something tangible. So if you're creating a buyer packet or something with your listing packet, you might put some of these home staging checklists in there. Buyer questionnaire. These are all great things. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. You can just come right in here and grab some stuff, print it out, put it in your packet. These are social media things. You've got holiday stuff, holiday posts. You've got social media posts for new listings under contract. So if you click on these, they're all editable also, obviously. So you can put the home that you just put under contract. You can change the colors. You can change the format. It's all in there. So I would go into the marketing center and play around. And you'll see there's over 8,000 pieces in here. So I just clicked on presentations. There's a listing presentation, a buyer presentation. It goes on and on and on. So check that out inside of, you could either go to expmarketingcenter.com or go into Enterprise and click on the tile. So what I'm going to do next is quickly run through Enterprise. And Enterprise is gold, guys. You need to be on, not Enterprise, Workplace, sorry. You need to be in Workplace. Workplace is gold. This is another collaboration platform in addition to eXp World that we have at our fingertips. eXp is either the first or second largest user of Workplace, and Workplace is a business platform created by Facebook. So it's a private platform where businesses can collaborate, share, and share knowledge. So once you get in here, some of the things that you should be a part of, you actually join these groups just like you do in Facebook, but each one is a different subject. I believe there's over 1,600 different subjects in eXp's Workplace. The first one that I think you should definitely be a part of is eXp Realty announcements. So this is where they announce all the latest stuff coming down the pipe. So it's a great place to stay in the know.
And water cooler, my favorite.
Yep, water cooler is another one. Water cooler is a collaboration of all the agents, just kind of spitfiring announcements, ideas, knowledge. So it's a good, and that's why a good kind of bunch or group of just a little bit of everything. Right. That's why they call it the water cooler, and in corporate, people hang out at the water cooler and they gossip, they talk about new things. So that's the whole idea behind that. So water cooler is a great one. eXp Realty announcements is a great one. You definitely should join your state group. Sorry, guys, I got a little bit of a cough. Whatever state you're in, you've got to join your state group. If you look at the top in the banner, all of your brokers and assistants are in there. It shows the office hours. The best way to reach them is going to be Workplace Chat. The app is the easiest way, but if you look here on the left-hand side, you'll see this little chat kind of pop-up thing. You can chat right on your laptop as well. But the app is how I usually do it. You just type the person's name in and then start a conversation with them and they'll reply. But just knowing who your people are is very important because you could see how they're broken down into different sections here in North Carolina.
And there's some key people that I'll choose to follow because I want to know what's going on, like the healthcare gal. I'm going to follow her on Workplace. I want to see everything that she's talking about because it's always going to be about healthcare because that's an interest to me. The Express Offers the same way.
Yep.
The international one was Michael Valdez. I
Yep.
follow him.
Yeah.
I
So
want-
following people, you're not only joining the group, but you can follow people like Kathy said. So Margot Wickersham is the EXP Healthcare Clearwater representative. And so Kathy wants to kind of see what she's saying all the time. So she follows her.
Mhm.
If there's an influencer, you can put their name in the search bar, you'll see their profile, and you'll see everything that they post. So you can actually follow that person just like you do in Facebook. And your news feed is a combination of everything that you follow. So getting back real quick, I know we're running over time. Your state group is important to follow. And there's also a bunch of state trainings that happen within your state groups. So I know North Carolina has Compliance in Coffee, which talks about North Carolina law and the changes of forms, everything. They keep you in the know. And that's also the state meetings are live in here as well. You can listen on the EXP app as well. There's an EXP World app that's audio that you should look at.
And don't forget the referral groups.
I'm getting it.
Okay.
So we're moving fast here. The next thing is EXP University. EXP University is there's two of them, so don't be confused. So there's one that looks like this, and there's one that looks like this. See the little icon at the top? The icon, the one with the icon on the top, the little circle, is more about what's happening in EXP world as far as advertising the different classes. So for instance, this is iConversation. This is a class or an event that's coming up that is a bunch of icon agents talking about their business and how they excel. So this is more of a news feed of what's to come. If you go and join the other one without the little circle, you'll see that when you scroll down, you'll see a welcome guide. If you click on that welcome guide, you'll come to the actual EXP University archived information. So if you scroll down, you can see there's the entire icon series is here. Under that is the Excel series, the agent attraction series, commercial real estate, and then you can click on any of those. So say I wanted to learn about agent attraction, I can click on the agent attraction, and then if you click on the courses, it'll have all of the archived source courses in video. So you can listen in your car or you can watch them live. So that's a great help. So just dive into the EXP University, join both groups. One's a news feed about what's coming up and one is all of the archive stuff. And if you forgot what I did, just go back and watch this video. So you've got your two EXP universities. Moving right along, the EXP referral network is amazing. There's 25,200 people in this group from all over the world, mostly the United States, lucky us. If you count on any given day, if you count the day before how many referrals were given out in this group, it averages between 30 and 40 referrals a day. So if you watch this group, you will get referrals. There's people in our organization that have done anywhere from $2 to $4 million in referrals off of this group inside of a year. I could name 2 people. So watch this group like a hawk. And if there's a referral in your area, jump on it and you'll get some extra business. I mean, think about it. If you watch this like a hawk and get 3 extra deals a year, I mean, it's probably, depending on your market, but $500,000 to $1 million worth of business a year just by watching a group. Next one, Express Offers. This is the iBuyer program, the institutional buyer program that EXP has.
In this market, this is when to be really learning it.
This is EXP, basically real quick, what EXP Express Offers is EXP has gone out, instead of partnering with one institutional buyer that has one want and one set of criteria, they've basically opened up to the investor market and said, hey, bring us what you want, excuse me, bring us what you want, bring us what you want, bring us what you want. Those are called buy boxes. They're different criteria that people want as an investor, and they're willing to pay cash and close quickly. So what this does is you can take a potential listing that you have and say, hey, Mr. Seller and Mrs. Seller, I might be able to get you an instant offer. I'm going to take your house and I'm going to put it in our platform. And then all of our institutional buyers are going to look at it. And a handful of them might say, I'll take it. I'll take it. And they're going to make an instant offer. And you could present that offer. That offer might be fantastic. The offer might be not as good because it might be more of a fix and flip company instead of a buy and hold company. Not to get too deep into this, but it gives you an added advantage that other companies don't have. So if you want to learn more about this, go to Express Offers here on Workplace. If it is a fix and flip or a scratch and dent, they call it. So they basically take the house, they buy it, they fix it, and they put it back on the market. They give you the listing back. So it's a pretty awesome program. So be a part of that. This is another one that is pretty popular. There's over 6,000 people in it. So marketing, social media, and lead gen mastermind. So this is where people just drop all their nuggets about lead gen and social media. So Gen Ninjas, another great one. KB Core discussion. If you're using KB Core, you got to be in this one. There's also a Sky Slope group, but Sky Slope's not really exciting for people. So they usually veer away from it unless they need it. But my point is there is a ton of information in groups here on Workplace. Make sure you take advantage of them. Make sure you join them, follow different people, and hop in here on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You need to be just looking about what's going on, and you'll pick up great nuggets.
I agree.
So in a quick 40-minute overview, that was EXP World, Enterprise, and Workplace. Take that knowledge, pass it on to people within your organization. It really helps you be a resource and helps everybody grow. That's
awesome.
all I got, people. Thanks. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week with Margot at EXP Healthcare with Clearwater.
And spread the word.
Spread that word.
Yeah, because this is a big deal. This is so powerful for agent attraction, not to mention your own health insurance if you need it. But the agent attraction piece of this is big.
Yep. Huge. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
How many people did you have on this?
Hang on one second.